Hello everyone. It's Mona again from Back Pain Movement Makers. Sorry about that. I had the volume too high, so it was kind of disturbing. Well, today it's day 68 in our 365 days free challenge where we go live every day for a whole year to talk about healing back pain for good through 10 daily holistic healing habits channeled from the highest consciousness by me. And we are in the 10th daily holistic healing habits, and it's about be safe and well. And yesterday I talked about the Nike slogan. Well, that's the subject for today. Just do it. And just do it refers to you have to do both. Both being aware about your thinking patterns, and especially when they have the results of the thinking patterns has resulted in feelings and negative feelings, of course, we're talking about here. And as soon as you are aware that you're feeling a negative feeling, please try to go back and find out what thoughts did you think that occurred to these feelings or this feeling. Because our thoughts around everything is the thing that makes us feel unhappy and suffer. It's not the things that really occur. This is really hard sometimes to understand, but when I have studied A Course of Love and A Course in Miracles and other spiritual material, I know this is true. And since I could choose my own thoughts, I could therefore choose my own feelings. And this is not very easy. This is why there are 10 daily holistic healing habits, and 5 of them are around the spiritual part of us, because we need help to try to break the programming and the thought patterns and the propaganda and the programming that we are all been through. So this, just do it. Just begin today by observing your own feelings and your own thoughts, and try to, when you are aware about the thoughts that leads to this bad feeling, try to rephrase the thought and try to think more positive things, and especially about you and your own abilities to heal for good. You have everything you need inside of you. You just have to begin to believe in that. And that is not just a quick fix, but it is worth it. I promise you. I promise you it's worth it. Because when you begin to see that your own thinking is creating the suffering, you could begin to change your thinking, and the suffering will subside. And by lowering the stress hormone production, you will begin to heal. Okay? Not a living creature can stay healthy with high stress hormone production for a long time. None. Because when the freeze, fight, or flight response is helping us temporarily to get out of a very stressful situation. And what it does is that it sends a lot of hormones like cortisols and adrenaline, so we could fight or flight. We could run away or we could freeze. So a lot of the blood also goes to our arms, legs, and feet. And the blood is all the inner organs are not getting what they are supposed to get with normal function. And if that goes on for a longer period, the whole body begins to be working or not working the way it should be. So, and back pain could come from so many reasons. It could come from injuries, it come from exactly this, that you're so stressed in your life situation for some reason. It could have been something that has happened long time ago, or it just happened recently, or something is going on in your life situation that freaks you out. So the stress hormone production is always high, and that is not good, because you won't be able to heal unless you're focusing on lowering the stress production and focusing on trying to build new thought patterns and new feeling patterns. That is possible. The human mind is so powerful. So this is something you have to begin with, and just do it. Begin. If you don't remember, have your smartphone go off for at least, you could begin at least 3 times a day. What am I feeling right now? What have I been thinking? Because most of us, we repeat the same thinking, the same thoughts every day. They say, people that have done research on this, that about 80, at least 80% of our thoughts, and we think about 30 to 40,000 thoughts a day, is repeated all the time. We don't know that we are kind of addicted to thought patterns, but we are. And what do you think the results will be if you manage to replace the bad thoughts with good thoughts? And you stuck with them, so they became positive ones instead. And this is why we have to begin to observe our own thoughts and our feelings as well, of course. So begin to have the alarm set off on your smartphone at least 2 or 3 times a day, and just check in. What am I feeling? What have I been thinking? And then also, as we've talked about, write down the 3 most common negative feelings that you feel on a daily or weekly basis. Write down what your favorite negative thoughts that you have been thinking before they occur. Try to come up with 3 to each feeling. So then you have 9 thoughts that you need to be aware about. And it could also be the inner dialogue patterns that you also could be aware about. And then try to replace that. What favorite 3 positive feelings would you like to be living in daily or weekly? For example, a very effective one, the most effective one, is to change a negative feeling with gratefulness or thankfulness, being thankful. And there are so many things to be thankful for. Okay, you're still here. Even though you have been having a shitty day, you're still here. Or maybe you have kids, you have pets, you have friends, you have family, you have other near and dear ones. Try to come up with things that you could do, that you could entertain yourself with. For example, just go out, watch the sunset if you can. It's amazing. I just love sunsets. Go up early in the morning, watch the sunrise. It's amazing. Begin to do small things. Just do it. Begin to do small things that you are the one who decides if you can do it or not. If you love poetry, write an amazing sentence every day. If you're a musician, play or sing a song every day. Do something for you every day that make your heart tick, that you make you feel alive, and try to get the attention away from the pain and the suffering. And about changing your life situation, we talked about that as well. What is the biggest thing in your life experience that takes up most energy and creating bad feelings around them and bad thinking around it? And what would be the first thing you could do? If you have no idea, ask your friends or near and dear ones, what do you think I'm kind of focused in a very negative way around in my life situation? Maybe that is your work, your home, your relationships, whatever it is. Try to narrow that down and then begin to write a plan to change that. There are so many people on social media. There are so much free material nowadays. Search the internet, YouTube, you could fit on every social. Also read books about this. Someone the same thing that you want to do and learn from them. It's really important. Don't just sit there anything. You don't have to be a victim even though you have pain. You don't have to. You could choose. Oh, this is enough. I've had enough of not continue suffering. You don't have to. You could begin today taking pain. Okay. That's everything for today. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk a little bit more about asking for help. Okay? Until then, see you. Much love and blessings. Bye.